All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome
What's up,
to
guys?
Date Night. We are taking the Proust questionnaire. It's a questionnaire that a client of mine recommended us take. So we haven't read the questions. We don't know what to expect. So we're just going to start from the top, probably go about 10, 15 minutes and then be done. So the first question is, what do you consider your greatest achievement? You want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, so I would say if you ask my 25-year-old self, he would say getting this one to marry me. But I would say my greatest achievement I don't think it's yet to happen yet. So I'm looking forward to that. It's got a lot of life to live still.
So. Sorry, we're eating dinner.
I finished. I'm not being rude.
I know, it's kind of rude, but
I'm just kidding.
life is crazy, so here we are.
I'm rude in other ways.
We're 20 minutes late, so well, not like we have anybody waiting for us, but hi, Elizabeth. All right, so
Hi, Sam.
hi, Sam. What do you consider your greatest achievement? I would say so far our kids have turned out pretty good, so I feel like I've made a good contribution to their lives.
Yeah.
I would say like to being a surrogate and like this sounds so dark, but like not dying. like being able to do it successfully.
Definitely like for you, yes, being sure you've got plenty. Like you've done amazing things. So yeah, I mean, I can't hold a candle to that. So if I'm doing this, if I'm kind of jiggling, it's because my dog keeps
shaking your hand.
He's shaking my hand. He wants my attention.
What is your idea of perfect happiness?
Ooh, I would say perfect happiness. The honest answer would be is that perfect happiness can be right now. It's a choice, I believe. I don't think it has to be anything that's external that happens. It's really a choice. So, and I don't think that I would want perfect happiness because I appreciate the fact that this human experience has its flaws and ugliness and other things because we need that. We were actually just having a discussion about this at work the other day. We need that duality in life because if everything was perfect, we wouldn't really know when the highs and the lows make us appreciate the highs, right? So
what my idea of perfect happiness is, it has something to do with being present, just like being in the moment, being present. Because if we take away the future thinking and the past thinking, and we're just in this moment, we're drinking. We're not drunk. We just barely opened these Moscow mules.
Yeah, I promise. We're good. Functioning adults.
These are our first. And so I would say I feel like I'm happiest when I am present.
That is 100% true. I agree with that.
What is your current state of mind, Doug?
My current state of mind right now, just like gratitude. I love that I get to sit down next to you and then I'm here on a Friday hanging out with you, drinking Moscow mules, eating pizza, about ready to go watch Mulan and with the family. Like that's one of the things I love. Just I love the simple things in life and being able to just be together with the family and just enjoy that. So it's super awesome for me. So yeah, gratitude.
My current state of mind is like observing everything that's happening in the world and like doing my very, very best not to judge and just I don't know, like I think we're all in this crazy storm together. We have different boats. Some of us have yachts. Some of us have like little tiny, wooden boats.
Some of us have jumped overboard. And we're treading water frantically.
Yeah.
Doing doggy paddle.
And so my state of mind is just like being in observance and not judging as best as I can.
You're so good about that. I'll be honest with you. Like I seriously I can get so worked up over things and just like, how do people not see this? And like, come on, like let's think logically.
That live in the world.
There's other people live in the world. Like be rational.
Okay.
Like step back.
We should write down all the funny things.
Oh my gosh. But you always talk me down and I love it.
Okay, we're doing this really short.
Sorry. Okay, yeah.
5 more minutes.
Okay.
Probably a little longer.
I can't talk anymore, otherwise we're not gonna make it.
What is your favorite occupation? Mine is I love teaching yoga. It gives me the warm fuzzies.
Mine honestly is, I don't know if you call it an occupation, but I mean, mine really is just like connecting with people. So I don't know. I mean, I could do
That's
that,
kind
I
of
guess,
your
in
occupation.
anything that I
yeah.
do.
Marriage and
connect with-
family therapy.
when
You've
I
done
was
that.
doing training, all of that. So just connecting with people.
Okay. What is your most treasured possession?
Ooh, most treasured possession.
I'm a weird water bottle person. I love water bottles, but that's not it. You know what I really love?
I love Anastasia. I would say
Your
that's
car.
They're not supposed to be like all about things, but I mean,
You know what I love? I
she's
love
beautiful.
that
So-
Shiva statue over there. So I'll pick it up
Yeah,
in a second and bring it
that's
over. But
super
let's go
cool.
to the next one.
Okay.
What or who is the greatest love of your life?
Well, that's a softball. That is like I'm at the volleyball net and someone just went ahead and just set me just perfect.
This
and I
is
just
my
spiked that over the net, fucker.
This is my favorite thing.
So that's okay. So excuse me. So Chrissy's, wow. So what is your, let's see, what or who is your greatest love of your life? Was your Shiva statue? Is that
No, my possession. You're my greatest love. Okay. What
if this
is your
would have been off, she
favorite?
would have used tongue, but she didn't.
All right. What is your favorite journey?
Ooh,
Favorite journey.
favorite journey.
I think it's for me. It's the journey that we're on right now.
Absolutely. I mean, life is that journey, like where I've started and where I'm going, and yeah, absolutely. It's all about my life.
I love the journey of like traveling in Europe.
Yes, that was a great journey.
What is your most marked characteristic? You got the lips.
Wait, is that like a trait or is that a characteristic?
Yeah, sorry. That would be
characteristic is kind of like a behavior.
Like your
right?
your personality kind of. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe, right?
Yeah, because character,
Well, I mean, trait, I guess a trait could be kind of something too that's not like a
Okay.
characteristic for me is I would say humor.
I'd agree.
For me.
My most marked characteristic. I don't know. What is it?
I think. What's he doing?
He eating?
I don't know if he's eating.
What?
Sorry, our dog is chewing on something over there. We don't know what it is.
That?
So.
Oh no!
What did he eat? Uh-oh.
It's not that big of a deal, but it was an acorn that I put on the head of the demon that Shiva is dancing on.
Okay.
Whatever.
Whatever.
You can chew on that.
Don't let him eat that.
Okay. It's fine.
You hear a hacking sound. It's just our dog.
Okay.
So sorry. Okay.
My
so
characteristic.
for you, I would say
most marked.
it's your warmth.
Oh,
like for me, it's just like when I see you, I just feel like I'm home, and you just have this warm feeling about you. And I know people that know Chrissy know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when you see her, to see her is just to like feel like she's like the lighthouse in the storm.
Oh,
that's
nice.
the way I look at her.
Thank you.
So you're welcome.
When and where were you the most happiest? I would have to say like the birth of our children, probably, and like our wedding day.
Yeah. Our engagement was pretty sweet too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
But our wedding day was super like amazing. The weather is perfect.
Okay. We're not going into details.
Sorry.
We're just
okay.
like
Sorry.
quick answers.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What is it that you most dislike? Ooh.
What
you know what I'm like having a hard time with right now is like people being so like divided. That's what I'm just like not liking right now. And I'm just thinking, how can we come to more unity and just to see people like fighting so much and disagreement. I mean, disagreements, it happens. It's fine. Part of life. But like, just meanness that I'm seeing.
I don't like how people are like so unwilling to like see the humanity in each other. Like they're so reactive. And as soon as you say one thing and it just gets people, they're just like, oh, well, you're this person and you're in this group. And they just like dismiss all the humanity and all the other things about you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a big part of yes.
What is my greatest fear?
Ooh, I know mine.
Ooh, let's share it then, because I'm still thinking.
Mine is losing one of the three most valuable people in my life. You guys are my everything. So anything
like,
happens to you, like
eventually we're gonna die though.
I know that. But it'll be like when we're all like 4,000 years old, because we're going to find out a way to sustain life, and we'll be like robots, and someone's batteries will wear out and we'll be like, they'll power down. We're like, well, they lived a good 4,000 years. No,
Yeah.
honestly, that's what it is like losing any one of you three for any reason. That is my absolute greatest fear.
Yeah.
Nothing
I'd
else even
probably
comes close to
say
that.
that's it. I have fears sometimes, just to be totally like open and honest, like about financial, like my parents not having, like not all my parents, because they're divorced and remarried, but that there's just supporting financially that, and then that us, like I recently I'm putting my whole snowbird paycheck into 401k, because I'm just like, I want to make sure that we have enough. Not that it's a lot, but it's like 100% of it. So
yeah, so we have a good
like
retirement.
There's
I get what
a
you're
money,
saying.
and I still am working on that. It's like stuff that
I think we both are. I think it comes up at times.
Yeah.
So we got to focus, Chris. We can't go off on a tangent. You got to focus here.
Know.
Okay, I'm tired of trying to like get you to like
back on track. What is your greatest extravagance? I know what that is for me, and it is food, because I love good food. So today I was at Harmon's, and I love to buy like things that, not that they're more expensive because it's better quality. So I would say that's one thing where it's like, okay, I feel like health is important, and so I pick foods that, like, even I was buying stuff for my mom at the store, and I'm like, well, that has high fructose corn syrup. I'm like, nope, let's find a different alternative. I'm going to buy the healthier option. And so just food wise, and like we like to eat out a lot. Maybe if we saved on that, we'd feel better about that part of our lives.
I would say for me, it would be like clothes, or like maybe I don't feel like I have a ton of shoes.
You kind of do. You have a bigger closet than me and more shoes. And
my closet is bigger than yours?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure. Okay, moving on. Right, this is kind of mean. I hope this doesn't get too dark. Which living person do you most despise? Living person. I was gonna say like someone that's passed.
Honestly, when I see that question, I don't see anyone that way that I see that way. And honestly, if I were to answer that question and give you a name, I honestly believe it would say more about me. It's something inside of me. If I despise someone, because I think that there's that mirror effect, that there's something I despise
right now.
God, I'm so enlightened.
Like, not
what could possibly be enlightening me right now? Okay. No, honestly, I think if I really despise someone, okay, Sam, I'm not going to, don't bait me.
I know.
Don't bait me, Sam. I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah, I'm sending him prayers.
Yeah.
That hearts will be softened. But mine is like this. We're seeing this so much, and it's so, I didn't want to talk about like
people that human traffic.
Yes.
Yeah, the human traffickers. Yeah. I've talked about this before, and this sounds really dark, but I feel like people that do that stuff to kids and hurt kids lose their Earth license, and we use them for NASA to test the space program when we launch them off the Earth and send them to Mars. And whether they make it or not, we don't care, because they're no longer here with us. We don't care. Okay. Just out. You're done.
What is your greatest regret?
Every time I look at
Devin and Molly. Hi guys.
Yeah. I think every time I look at my student loan balance, no, because that actually brought me a lot of things. My greatest regret, I don't know that I'd see. I would say, ask me that question when I'm like 70 or 80 years old. I think I'll have better perspective on that. But I would say my greatest regret so far is not really fully going for something I really, truly want to achieve. So that would be my greatest regret, like not living my full potential, holding myself back.
Yeah.
I guess, right.
I think this is kind of the time where we need to do all that we're going to do, because I don't really feel like I have regret. right now. There's mistakes that I've made that I'm like, oh, that was not great, but it kind of brought me to where I am now, which
Yeah, I think
my life's really good right now.
That's their teachers.
I think my regret's going to be that I maybe didn't serve more that I could have done or given or.
But see, you still can. You have so much life to live.
That's what
So
I'm
I
saying.
think
It's
the
not
end
a
of your
regret,
life,
really, but I'm getting that sense like I want to serve more.
Yeah.
And if I don't act on that now, then later in life it's going to be a regret. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes
Okay.
sense. Okay.
Ooh,
Which talent would you most like to have?
Which talent? Ooh, I wish I was funny.
You're funny. You're funny. Like you say some funny shit.
You
No, dude. You say some funny shit. She really does. And I think it's just because sometimes when you're relaxed, that's when you say really funny stuff. But sometimes you do funny stuff and you don't mean to be funny.
I know.
But that makes it super funny.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest talent, I would say for me would be with like being very skilled with like technology. I feel like sometimes I'm not as skilled as I could be. So if I was very skilled technology and had that talent wise technologically.
But that's what you have Jace for.
I know. Jason, Devin, both. They're my tech support. So that's who I ask for questions when I have them. So.
Okay. Talent. I feel like I'm a pretty good dancer. Like if I could dance.
Pretty good. You're an awesome dancer.
Thanks. If I could sing, then I could put on a show.
You sound great when you sing. Your voice.
I
you
love
won that
like
game when we played that video game, and it was the whatever it was.
What? Dance Revolution.
No, it was the one where you sang. It was the one with the judges and stuff.
So like I would do okay with like family karaoke, but
the voice,
like to be like J-Lo. I mean I love and appreciate myself, but like I look up to like J-Lo and Beyonce for their voices and their dance. And I just think so many people like dance their whole lives and then to make a career out of it, like it's really hard. And so I don't know. I mean, that's kind of like, I don't know. It's, I do wish I could sing. I just like go around the house and like even like entertain people. And maybe that's because my mom does it and my grandmother did it. And so I feel like, what happened?
Makes sense.
Skipped me. Maybe it went to Hannah.
She's talking a lot. Anyway. I'm trying to move through this. I'm sorry, you guys.
Okay, let's see. Where would you like to live? 1, 2, 3. Switzerland.
Switzerland, yes.
Were you not going to say?
I was we've always said Switzerland, but I was almost gonna say like island somewhere. But they always deal with hurricanes. But Switzerland, yes. I'm sorry, Switzerland. Yes, I would say Switzerland.
Okay. Okay. What do you regard as the lowest depth of misery?
Ooh.
God, that's so fucking dark.
That is really dark. The lowest depth of misery. I think it's what we create in our mind. Because I think that I could sit right here right now and find a lot of things that I could really choose to be miserable about and just really dig deeper and deeper and sink deeper into that.
That guy that was in prison and he got out and he's a public speaker now, and he was like, more people live in prison in their minds out in the world than people do in an actual prison.
Yeah.
Because they're in their minds and they create this misery.
You're talking about Ray on Shoot, the guy that was in the prison?
So. Yeah.
He was the only white man in an all-black prison with people that he fought against in a war. It's a pretty interesting story. So, yeah,
that's inspiring. What is the quality you like what is the quality you most like in a man? You'd probably say abs.
Like that I like in a man quality? No, I'm not thinking physical. I'm just thinking like how they are. So I would say, honestly, I'm with Drew on this one. I think empathy. I think that more men need to have a sense of empathy. So
you most like in man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate right now men that are behind women and just like, you know what?
Whoa, what?
Let's do this now.
Hey. Mm-hmm. All right.
No, okay.
It's Friday night, guys. Like Friday night. This could be easy.
Disrespectful.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Just
I took that wrong way.
What is it? I just, like, I feel like I really appreciate the men that are supportive of their women like you do, and like aren't afraid to speak up about,
and the men that are supportive of their men too. I mean,
yeah,
right,
of course,
all situations,
but you know, yeah, I don't want to go into it, but yeah, I just that they see equality, that a man is like, yeah, empathic, and they see the value in each person.
Absolutely.
What was the one, the misery one was being hungry? I think that's what you meant. Yeah. Okay.
That is pretty miserable.
What is the quality? Doug is pretty miserable when he's hangry. What is the quality you most like in a woman?
Ooh,
woman.
Most like in a woman. I would say
I like confidence. I like a confident woman.
I like a confident woman, but I would say the same thing that you just said in terms of like support. Like I like feeling, because I think a lot of men, feel like that it's all kind of on them. And I'll just speak for myself, but they feel like it's kind of on them to make sure. And having a woman. So, you know what I like about you? I like that you can be very pragmatic, very rational about things. And you can kind of be objective and step back and say, okay, Doug, you need a CTFO right now. Like, let's take a big picture look. And so I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. What is the trait you most deplore in yourself? What does deplore mean?
It means you don't like.
Oh,
so I would say being judgmental. Kind of hounds down for me.
Yeah.
Like when I catch myself being judgmental of people.
Yeah.
And it happens more often than I would want it to. I don't. It drives me crazy because when I see it in other people, but you spot it, you got it.
But you're doing it to yourself. And that's what you're saying, that you don't like judging other people. I don't like when I judge myself. It just makes me feel bad. Like we do it, and there's almost like an addiction of it for whatever reason. But it's like, I don't like when I do that. I just feel bad, and I don't want to do that. Like that's not good.
I agree.
What is the trait you most deplore in others?
Well, it's the same thing. I would just say people that are just judgmental.
And there's so much of that happening right now.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yep.
Okay. What do you most value in your friends? Ooh.
I think in my friends, it would be accepting me as I am and for who I am. So despite like we have a disagreement, we don't see eye to eye on things or whatever, but we can always come back and appreciate each other. Because I have friends that like politically don't agree with me, or just not even politically, but just in terms of just a lot of different things. And I appreciate the fact that we can still be friends and that we can respect each other's differences, because I feel like that's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's you don't see it as often. It seems kind of scarce these days.
Yeah.
So
we've been going for 20 minutes, but we'll just finish this because we're almost done.
Sorry.
I mean, we're a little more than halfway through. So mine is sweetness. And Elizabeth, if you're still on here, she is like my sweetest friend, and I love her. And she's just got this like Southern comfort, and she's just kind, and
she's her own drink. She's Southern comfort.
Yeah, just sweetness.
She is sweet. She's the nicest person in the world. I love Elizabeth. You're awesome, Elizabeth.
Yeah, if you're still here. I don't know.
Okay. Who is your favorite hero of fiction? Ooh, favorite hero of fiction. I've been kind of like Marvel geeking on things. So, I mean, for me, I would say for a long time, I really liked Batman. I really liked, his whole story. And then, I don't know, that's kind of hard to say.
It's hard when there's so many, especially like with Marvel. I'm thinking of all like Black Widow, and like I love Thor, and just all of the Marvel characters are so.
I mean, you could even go like To Kill a Mockingbird and say Atticus Finch, and like who was like.
What was the guy with the stone in his forehead?
Vision.
When he came out, I was like, he's so cool.
Yeah,
it connected.
It's hard to find just like one.
Okay. Whose are your? That's not right.
Whose are
that's
your
not
heroes?
Good English, right?
Yeah.
Who are your heroes in real life?
I'm sitting next to one.
Heroes.
Nacho. No, I'm just kidding. It's Chrissy.
Hero.
Chrissy is absolutely a hero. She inspires me all the time. Man, there's amazing people.
Tim Ballard.
Yeah. Tim Ballard is
my hero. Yeah. Wow. Which living person do you most admire?
Living person.
Admire.
Trying to think. It's so funny.
There's a few names going along in my
There's
head.
a few names
like,
going on. I think it's just because I just saw a video of him the other day, but he's just so funny and he just like makes me laugh all the time.
Jack Black. Really? Are you gonna say
Nacho Libre?
Oh yeah,
Jack
he's
Black,
like
he's hilarious.
my favorite movie, but like you
This is
admire him.
mine. I admire. Okay, the humor. Okay, so in terms of oh my gosh, in terms of like the person, okay,
fine
you
if you
go.
wanna choose that.
I've got. I'm kind of thinking of mine.
I don't
Like,
know. I'm thinking like people like Oprah and Deepak Chopra and
yeah,
Eckhart Tolle.
Oh, Eckhart Tolle is a good one.
So.
I like that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like dag on Jack Black. I love him, but
Oh no,
I'm like when I think of
okay.
admiration, I'm not like Jack Black.
Okay, it's just.
I totally just judged you.
I'm totally.
Sorry.
I'm wrong. Sorry.
On what occasions do you lie?
Ooh. On what occasions do I lie?
We lie to the kids about what we've been doing. And just kidding.
It's just
dressed in here.
Yep. Just getting dressed. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just massaging the muscles right now. That's all it is. Yep,
Which word? Okay.
It's painful.
Let's keep going. Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
Oh.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I say actually. I say you know what I mean. What else do I say? Phrases that I overuse.
I don't know if I overuse this, but every call it's like love you, bye, love you, bye, love you, bye.
Yeah.
Is it as genuine as it could be?
That's one I think about all the time, right? When we hang up, and I've actually told people that not even just strangers. I've said love you like at the end of it, just out of habit, which is really awesome.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Ooh, one thing about myself.
I wish I didn't need to sleep 8 or 9 hours a night. I wish I was a morning person and could get up and just go work out at like 5, 6 a.m. Be like, yeah, and like not hit that lull like 3 o'clock. And I believe this is possible. If I ate better, like I ate pretty healthy, but like took out alcohol, took out coffee, and maybe just like one cup a day, and then didn't do any more caffeine. I know what I need to do, but I don't know if that'll still make me a morning person. I may never be, no matter how good I eat.
Don't force yourself to be something that you're not.
But I do wish I had that. So
I would say for me was like I wish I didn't have such a love affair with procrastination.
Oh.
Because that one holds me back a lot. And then I wish I didn't buy into my own imaginary fears as much. Like, yeah, I wish I could just say, fuck you, fear, and just like be like,
why can't you say that?
I can. You're right. I absolutely can. So, and the times that I have been amazing. So, yes.
How would you like to die? Oh, no. Sorry, that's a big one. But we still have one before that. What are your favorite names? Doug, Hannah, Ian. You can say it too. Now
remember when I wanted to name Ian a different name, but it was a guy that she had seen in high school, and she did not like the guy. I met him, and he was a total douche. Like we were going to get a car, and he's like, "Yeah, Chrissy's
wanted to name our first."
He's like, Chrissy's the first girl I ever kissed, and I'm like, well, guess what? I get to have sex with her every night.
Thinking that, but not every night. You wish. So what are the names?
Well, of course, Chrissy. Okay, yes, you said them.
Okay, so, well, you didn't actually say
it
out loud.
Nacho and cheese are great too.
Yeah. How would you like to die?
In my sleep, peacefully.
Ooh, I want to die. I want to still be, able to. I don't want to be like shit in the bed. Do you know what I mean? Like when I'm like. I was going to say something, but I'm like, oh, that could happen. It's a potential it could happen because when you die, sometimes you shit your pants. I want to die like I'm doing like handstand in yoga and I'm like 85, 90 years old. I was going to say in the middle of like in a resting home. I was going to say in the middle of like the best sex ever
And then,
What's happening when we're like 85?
And because you do
The
shit,
best sex
you
is
do shit when
probably
you die.
behind
So
you.
there's a highly likely chance that we could shit the bed when we die. Because if you shit when you die and we're having sex, we could literally shit the
best sex
bed
of your life
when
is
we die.
probably before we were 40. So
Stop it. Stop
okay.
it. Okay. All right.
If you were to die and come back as a person or thing, what do you think it would be?
Ooh, I would like to be like an eagle. I'd like to be able to fly.
Do you want to have eagle powers?
I like to have eagle powers. Yes. Yes.
A person or a thing. Gosh, I love so many animals and like elephants, but I'd probably be poached.
Yeah,
so.
something that's not like.
If you were to die and
hunted.
come back as a person, I want to be Jesus.
Be
I want to come back to be Jesus and save the world. Just kidding.
Right.
Gosh, that's a tricky one.
What's your motto?
To fly like an eagle.
Oh, so the last one is what is?
I didn't get to finish and say
I thought
my
you
thing.
said what it was. Oh.
I'd probably want to be Nacho because he's so spoiled.
She wants to be you.
A person.
She wants to be a doggy. Yeah.
I would like to be the greatest performer in the world. I'm just kidding. The next J-Lo. No.
Well,
Beyonce,
she's got the
kidding.
pole dancing.
Yes, I would be
to
like
prove
the
that.
top.
The grip strength. What is
I
it?
would
Pole
be the
dancing
top
grip,
pole
grip
dancer
strength.
in the world.
The pole dancing grip strength
Just
stuff
kidding.
just came today. The salve.
Okay. Anyway, what is your motto?
Oh,
What's the motto with you?
yes.
Be the change you wish to see in the world. I know it's overused, but it's true.
I use the one from Anais Nin all the time. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are.
Mm-hmm.
My motto. I don't know if I absolutely have like a motto. One thing, I guess I would say this, and Devin will agree with me, is one of the things that I try to live by is meeting people where they're at. And that's why I struggle with the judgment, is because I know that everyone's dealing with something. So if we just meet each other, that's the thing. Is if we just meet each other where we're at, think what we can accomplish. We don't judge. We just meet someone where they're at. No matter if they're freaking out, they're a total douche, whatever, you just meet them where they're at.
And to just to just stay in that state of like centeredness and love in the midst of chaos and hate and darkness. It's like, it's definitely a challenge, but also embracing the darkness that's within us. And that's what we're seeing right now, is like lifting up the rug and seeing all of it and
we need
maintaining the highest version of ourselves in all of it. And I think that's what we could do in our relationships, is like trying our best to maintain the highest version of ourselves in the relationship. And that's what's going to keep us more connected.
I agree. That was awesome. I like having kind of spontaneous questions like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was actually,
I like it. So you can just look it up, the Proust questionnaire, and have that discussion with your
Proust,
with your partner.
No W, Proust.
Yeah. Okay. So, we're going to sign off and watch Mulan and not eat healthy. But we're going to be at the gym early tomorrow for sure.
Movie snacks.
So,
yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy Labor Day weekend, guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye. And that one too. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to date night. We are taking the Proust questionnaire.